What a great intro. We love the intro music. What's up, boys? Nacho. You got it. You got it. What's up, Eric? How are you, man? Where's your shirt, Eric? How come you don't have a shirt on? Where was Cage's pants in the Discord is what I want to know. How are we, lads? What's going on? I hope everyone's good. It's bloody Friday after... It is. It's bloody Friday afternoon in Australia. UFC's back on Sunday. Saturday night for you backwards Yanks living behind the times. Everything's good, mate. It's crazy how obsessed you are. What's up, Eric? How are you, dude? By the way, what's good, mate? How are you, Nacho? What's good, brother? Crazy how obsessed you are with Powhatan, brother. No, I never bloody said Powhatan. I never said Alex Pereira. You brought up Alex Pereira. I never brought Alex Pereira up. What's up, Two Smelly Fingers? How are you, man? What do you want? Why are you messaging me? No, I don't want you messaging me. What's up, Eric Flat? Eric Flat, are you called Eric Flat because you got a ripped 6-pack of abs? You got flat stomach on the front end? Or are you a Bryce Mitchell enthusiast like myself? Are you also a globe denier as well? What is going on here, Eric Flat? Please, let me know. Or was Flat your last... Is Flat a family name? Did mum not have any shape? Please let me know. I'm interested. Nacho, you bloody legend, mate. Sup, Two Smelly Fingers, the goat. Absolute goat, Two Smelly Fingers. Just destroying the Discord with these conspiracy theories about the pyramids and why they exist and how they were put there and who built them. The Nephilim, according to Two Smelly Fingers. Love it. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, says Eric. That's being too nice to the pink. You could get more in, if you really tried. No Chill is in the hospital, I think. Get the hell out of here. Is he really? Is he okay? He's got a big fight this weekend. No Chill's got a massive fight coming up this weekend. His first fight in the UFC. I hope he's alright. Sincerely, I hope No Chill's alright. Sincerely, I hope he's alright. Crazy how excited I am to drink alone tonight. I'm starting to think I might have an issue. You don't, mate. I just assume... No, you work at home. You're not even a tradesman. You're just a degenerate, mate. And don't... Listen. Listen, mate. There's drinking at home alone, and then there's getting blackout at home alone. And I am a big fan of just cracking open a 6-pack and putting it on an old fight card, or putting on some conspiracy docos on YouTube, and just kicking back and having a quiet drink to myself, and ordering just an open tray of chicken from a kebab shop, and just gorging myself like Cage does on the regular. There's nothing wrong with it, mate. Just not to excess. As long as you can go to work on Monday, fucking everything's fine. Flat booty? Could be a flat booty. Could be. Wonder why some fat idiot posted his weight in the scale on Discord. The thing is, you can see the reflection. He didn't look that fat. Nothing on there looked that fat. Eric, my therapist, yep. He has a mean chest cold last time I checked it. Oh, damn, dude. That sucks, man. That sucks. I hope he gets over it. He will get over it. He's young. He seems based, so it seems like his immune system wasn't compromised by what happened to everyone in 2020. He'll be right. He'll get through it. I'm having a cold one while listening to Dougie yap some straight up bullshit. When have I ever yapped bullshit, mate? There's nothing on this live stream except facts and logic. Everything that I say gets backed up by a rational argument. Everything. Which is why all the people in the MMA community hate that I speak the truth on Powhatan. All of them. Anytime I come up with a reasonable argument to speak the truth on Powhatan and drop him down a level, all I get is, boo, you hate him, you hate him. I never hate him. I never hated him once. I never said anything that wasn't factual or reasonable. Yeah, I have about 6-8%. I have about 6-8% ciders and get a little nasty for only 2. Oh, you have about 6-8% ciders and get a... Well, maybe, knock them down. Like, go back to beers, 4%, 5%, around that range. Pale ales, you know what I'm saying? Cage, that picture took me a second to get. Yeah, it was not fat. Only for Too Smelly and Cage haven't... Only so far, only Too Smelly and Cage have posted nudes in the Discord. No, there was back in the day someone fucked around with the rules and we had to kick him. I think it might have been Tommy. This is back in the day. This was early Dougie's Corner chat members. There was this rivalry going on between Big Sig and Tommy. I think Cage is the only one that was actually there all the way back in the day. But man, They were some fucking times. Weren't they, Cage? Remember the Tommy era? Oh, bro. What a great era that was. What a great era. Kenny, you bloody ripper, said, damn it, I just got to the gym. Kenny, what's up, Dig? How are you, brother? What's good, mate? Kenny, I got some news for you, mate. I got some news for you. Now, you guys know that I post a video every single day of the week from Monday to Friday, and I don't usually post on a Saturday. Tomorrow, for the members, there's going to be a 5-minute video that's going to drop, and it's because of Kenny. Kenny wanted it, so Kenny got it. It's recorded. It's in the back end. I was going to release it today, Kenny, but today's video actually did quite well, which is shocking me because it's a PFL video, and I just wanted to let it breathe in the algorithm. So I pushed your video back, mate. But tomorrow, around the time that my videos usually drop, it'll be dropping for the members. You wanted it. Yeah, you wanted it. Yep, you wanted it. You might not remember this, but I did. No, not a barbecue video. No, I don't know. All right, let me catch up with everyone else. Dig. Seeing Jones might be considering retirement instead of the Tom fight. I don't blame him. If he's not going to get the money that he wants, he might as well fuck off. Listen, John Jones has lived the kind of life where it's very obvious that John Jones doesn't care what people think about him, Dig. So he's already considered the GOAT by over 50% of the community. They will carry water for him for the rest of time. He doesn't need to fight Tom Aspinall. So if the UFC aren't going to give him the $30 million that he wants, which I don't think they should, then I could see John Jones just fucking off and enjoy. Imagine how much John Jones will get when he writes his memoirs, when he writes a book. He'll get paid for that. Any interview that he wants to go on, he'll get paid for that. Any analyst, like if, say another MMA organization takes off on, say, Netflix or Prime or ESPN, right? Let's say the UFC moves from ESPN, goes over to Netflix. The PFL, they stay at ESPN, and then in 5 years' time, the PFL still isn't destroyed. And they can hire John Jones, the greatest MMA fighter of all time, as a sports analyst. There's no need for John Jones to fight Tom Aspinall unless he gets the money that he needs to get. And the people that already love John Jones are going to keep saying that he was the best, and Aspinall never would have beaten him anyway. They already say that. And you've got the absolute moron casuals out there that go on Joe Rogan and say the fight that everyone really wants to see is John Jones versus Alex Tapurio. That's the fight that people want. Idiots. This is how rumors get started. Two smelly fingers. I meant the nudes of themselves. Yeah, it's part of being on the internet, isn't it? I see John Jones might be. Yep. Yeah, it was good times. We still talk to Tommy. We're actually doing fight radio tomorrow. Are we? Dude, Cage, send a link in my Discord, please. I'll listen to it tomorrow. I might pop into the chat and say g'day to Tommy. Link it in the Discord, Cage, tomorrow. Doing good, mate. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Uros Medic, Roman Kopylov, and Carlston Harless are the parlay for the weekend, boy. Yeah, I got my, where are my picks? These are my picks. I'll show you my picks. There you go. They're my picks. A bit hard to read, chat. Whatever. I'll just flash my picks at you. That sounded sus. So who am I going with here? I'm going with Little Khabib. I'm going with the new Khabib. I'm going with Gus Thursalov. Going with Smith. Going with Ogden. I don't trust Peteria to save my life. I like the lankiness of Johnson. Medic is Serbian, so obviously, show us where you pick from, mate. Medic, obviously Serbian, so he's clearly going to win. I'm going with No Chill MMA if he can get over his cold. Hopefully he can. Going with Kopylov, obviously Orthodox Russian-based victory shall be for the entire nation and its peoples. Going with Almeida and going with Carlston Harris. Ponzinibbio's career is over. There we go. They're my picks. They're going to be going up on the community tab after this very stream. Are we doing it live? We are doing it live in our Discord server in about 22 hours. If you miss, there's no reply. I'll link the invite to the server, though. Oh, was that... I think I've seen this before, Cagethan. Is this the server where you need to give them your phone number to get in? I'm not doing that. Look out, it's Dougie. What's up, Bilal's good eye? How are you, brother? Hope you're having a good afternoon, mate. Happy Friday. Hopefully you get early knockoffs, early drinks. Pons is old and washed and on a 2-fight. Yeah, Ponzi is done, mate. Ponzi is done. What we should be looking for, degenerates, is some betting lines, somewhere to bet on this card, because this card is full of holes and upsets waiting to happen. What's up, Tony? How are you, brother? Can't stay for long. I've got a winter camping trip in the morning. Nice one, bro. Nice one. Stay warm out there. Where are you going? Where are you heading? Let us know the general region. You don't have to get exact with it. Yeah. You don't need to give a phone number. We aren't the libs. Oh, good. Because last time it was happening in the UFC Discord, and I tried to join in, and they were like, you need to give us your phone number. And I was like, I am not doing that. No. No fucking way am I jumping in with Dougie's Corner. Here's my phone number. No. Oh. In the Sacramento Mountains, New Mexico. Nice one, brother. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I prefer winter camping over summer camping, to be honest. Especially since Jamie and I, we go camping in the camper van. And in summer, that thing is just, it heats up so much. So yeah, winter camping is the way, mate. Is it going to be snowing? Craziness. Craziness if it is. All right, lads. Did we see the video today? Spring camping is the best. Fuck winter and summer. Autumn or winter for me is when I like to have a bit of a camp. Autumn or winter for me. Guys, did we see my theory on the PFL? Its death note, its death rattles, how the UFC, how Dana White has sort of, I don't know, what's the right word for this? Seduced the Saudis over. What do we think? Any feedback? Any hatred? Do you think I missed anything on that one? Was I off? Was I wrong anywhere? I feel like we got a pretty good read of the situation in that video. How cold are the winters in Australia? We're going to have to off-road with snow chains to get to our sport. It's going to be like 5 below. Well, yeah, see, that's the big difference, right, Tony? Like, it does get there up in what's our great alpine region where we have our snow season. But I'm talking like just general. So like a lot of Victoria, my state, is rainforest with some snow-capped mountains in the center. I like going into the rainforests in the middle of winter where it doesn't snow and you're really looking at about like 0 degrees, maybe -1 in the morning, and then it might stay around 2 or 3 degrees during the day, which is cold enough to just get a nice bit of snow on the mountaintops. But yeah, nothing like what you're talking about, man. Nothing like that cold. No. It's bloody Australia, mate. Doesn't get that cold. Although Tassie does. Tasmania, that little spit of land at the very bottom of Australia, it does get pretty cold down there. But I've never been camping down there. Love to one day, though. Love to. I tried to post my phone number, Nacho, but I can't for some reason. I put a ban on it, Cage. I may not know how to use Discord, but I know that enough. There will be no doxing of phone numbers. Yeah, the PFL is dead. Dana White killed it. It's going to be like, oh, yeah, good. All right, I think we're on. MMA promotions don't need any help from Dana to shit the bed. They've been great at it since the beginning of the sport. Yeah, maybe it's like a mix, Nacho. Maybe it's like a Don Davis. Don Davis made enough mistakes on his own to fuck up the PFL. And the Saudis just want to be involved in good sport that makes money. So they sort of jumped the ship over to the UFC anyway, because they could tell that they were on a sinking ship. Yeah. Could be that rather than Dana White being like a sexy, seducing businesswoman and actually getting the Saudis to give up on the PFL. But I do think the fact that the PFL sells itself on having a $1 million bonus at the end, well, rounding up their contract to $1 million to the winner, that was their big selling point. Like, we have a regular season and we're going to pay you $1 million. And they don't do that now. It's over. So to me, that really is like the death nail for the PFL. It's kind of over for them, man. Yeah. Camping in Colorado last summer, it was nearly 0 degrees Celsius. You ought to go camping in the US next time you and Jamie are here. The Appalachians are beautiful near Massachusetts. We've watched so many camping YouTube videos from the Americans and people doing van life over there. We'd absolutely love to. The thing is, right, because we're there to visit her family, like, we got to get in a bunch of family time. So it makes it hard. Like, there's not a lot of time that we can spend in America. It's really only about 2 weeks at a time because, you know, I'm self-employed. So you know how that goes. Like, when you're not at work, you're not making money. No one's paying you your holiday fees. And then, like, while you are there, you got to be there with the family. So it really, like, cuts what you can do in half. But as life grows, we'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah. Don Davis is a shithead. Couldn't even answer what his favorite fight was. He said, surgeons don't go home and watch surgery. Yeah, I know, I've heard it. He goes, surgeons don't watch surgery. Lawyers don't watch shows about law. He's a moron. He doesn't... Moron's probably not the right word. He's probably really good at what he does. Business. No, maybe not. Because I believe to be good at business, you need to understand your product. So maybe he is just a moron. Maybe he's just a moron with a business degree. Like, he understands he understands the theory of business, but the prac work, I don't think he gets it at all. Yeah. The GFL, the Grandpa Fighting League. Ha! Got him. Is going to be the greatest MMA organization ever. The amount of CTE and deaths is going to blow the minds of everyone. Those old guys aren't going to fight. I firmly believe what they're doing, Cagethan, is that they're hiring those old guys to be the team captains or the team coaches of the teams that they're going to have in the GFL. There is no fucking way you're seeing a 57-year-old fight in the GFL. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I stand by that. They're just used as a marketing tool, which is a great way to waste money. Dana Pink getting oiled up by a Saudi prince? Absolutely, too smelly fit. Not just that. Have you heard what Saudi princes do when they fly over people, influencers and such, that they want to have relations with? You'd be lucky if you leave in that room with just oil on you. Come to Dagestan, brother. You can stay in Uncle Backyard, brother. Good to see you again, Magomed Ankalaev. Missed you around these parts. Haven't seen you in a long time, dude. Hope you're doing well. Call ahead and get some drywall work done in the state. I think I told you this story. We were having a piss up, and one of Jamie's dad's mates, he started chatting to me, and we got talking shop. And it turns out he was a drywaller, and he was literally like, "If you want to come in on Monday and help us out." And I was like, "Mate, I'm on bloody holiday here. I'm hanging out with the family. I'm not fucking hanging sheet while I'm here with you guys." Honestly, your country, Tony, you can't even walk around without getting offered a job, mate. It's disgusting. How do you get that's how you get snatched up by Bigfoot by camping in America. There is no conspiracy rabbit hole that two smelly fingers won't go down. We don't have a Bigfoot here in Australia. We have elusive big cats. I believe there are big cats out in the Victorian rainforest, but we can't seem to get them on camera. As a fan, I honestly couldn't care, but it sucks for the fighters who aren't in the UFC. I just don't think there is enough room for two major organizations. It is the same as a new basketball league trying to replace the NBA. It's never going to happen. I believe there is room for two. I really do, because I think there is a large base of the MMA community, the fighting community, that sees a lot wrong with the UFC and would like to see it fixed up. Now, the UFC, they put on 47 events a year. 47 events a year. That means there's a lot of bloat. I don't think people would mind seeing something like a international version of Cage Warriors. So you don't have a heavyweight division. You don't have a flyweight division. You don't have any WMMA. You got the divisions in the middle, and you run a tight 30 shows per year around the world ship. Nothing more than that. Tight show. And you fire fighters that don't fight regularly. You run a real fucking tight promotion. I think MMA fans would really appreciate that. Dana has done a great job at monopolizing the industry. I got a real problem with that word as monopolizing the industry, because as the UFC has gotten better and better and better, we've seen more and more organizations exist. I think this is just good, healthy capitalism that is going on here. I really do. And I'm open to take counter arguments to this, but a monopoly cuts out everyone else from the business. A monopoly tries to bring in everything so they are the central point of control. But the UFC has just done their own things. And what the PFL's failure has proved is that the UFC is actually not a monopoly. The UFC allowed the PFL to grow. They didn't try and buy the PFL. The PFL got a bunch of funding. They got a bunch of old fighters. They got a bunch of prospects. They were a true healthy competition that was allowed to work in an open environment. And through its own actions, it seems to have fallen on its own face. And calling the UFC a monopoly seems to be like a fun escape term for just being like the other organizations just fuck up. After I KO Pereira, he go to GFL, brother. He should, mate. He's bloody old and he's got no chin. Izzy took it. Scat videos? Yeah, over in the Saudi lands. Scat videos, mate. See you, Tony. See you, brother. Have a good one. Have a good one. Like the stream. See you, mate. Have a good night. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. I couldn't watch 5 minutes of Giuliano Ahente stream. The guy spent the whole time telling his chat that they're stupid, and then he said Volk fought Ilya on short notice. Huh. I've never seen a Giuliano Ahente stream, to be honest. I rated him once, didn't stay, but who knows. Magomed, your wife's your husband. Oi! His wife's his go. You think Urma and Islam win? Magomed, I do think Urma and Islam win. I think they both win. I think Umar quite literally kicks the shit out of Merab Dvalishvili. I think he kicks him in the calf, kicks him in the body, kicks him in the fucking head, mate. I think he kicks him everywhere that there is to be kicked. I carry a 10mm pistol for bear and puma defense. Aussies could never. Aussies would love to, but no, Aussies could never. True, Tony. We have no predators here, Tony, except crocodiles, and they're only far north. Well, Nacho, we do have packs of wild dogs, and they can get pretty fucking feral. And dingoes. Yeah. Jesus, a 10mm. A 10mm. Gotta go to bed. Cool. Claims he doesn't hate Pereira. Says he has no chance. I'm just fucking around. I'm just playing. Just fucking playing, man. I can't wait to see some fights tomorrow. I've missed it. Me too, Bilal's good eye. Me too, man. I'm very happy that at least the UFC is going to be back. You know what I mean? There's some bangers on there as well. I think Tulio Potieria, I think it's going to be fun, right? Johnson is going to be fun. Bashi is going to be fun. Kopulov's going to be fun. There's going to be fun fights on there. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Umar take EPO this training camp. Merab has no chance. But Merab also take EPO, brother. They both take EPO. The question is, who take more EPO? You know? We don't have packs of wild dogs, bro. What the fuck are you smoking? We have boars and dingoes and we do have packs of wild dogs. I carry a 10mm penis for cougars and succubus. Way less than 10mm, mate. Maybe 3. No, we do. They're Google it, mate. Research it. Check it out. We do have packs of wild dogs running around. Should we do a fucking tier list or what? Should we do a tier list? Should we react to MMA news? What should we do? It's a very quiet chat today. Is Guru live? Guru's probably live. If Guru isn't live, maybe I just suck as a streamer. No one wants to watch me. I had a tier list idea. Best and worst commenters in the UFC tier list. We could do that. Or we could start attacking. The best strikers in the UFC. Thoughts on Merab's injury? What was it? All I heard was that he needed to get into the UFC PI to get some recovery done. What was his exact injury? My thoughts on injuries overall is that every fighter seems to go into fights with injuries. That seems to be the big thing. Like, I kind of don't care that a fighter has an injury going into a title fight, because it seems like every single champ, and especially active contenders, which we want our contenders to be, if you're fighting 2 or 3 times a year to get into the top 5, you're going to be carrying some injuries in. So, yeah, my thoughts are, can't be that bad. Rank the top 45 Magomed interview moments. Oh, God, that one's a big one. That one, I mean, how do you fit them all in, Magomed? You come up with so many bangers, mate. You do so good with them. How do we even do? Bashi is so good for a 23-year-old BJJ nerd. His striking is good. His wrestling is decent. He's still got 10 years of improvement. Strong as an ox and good cardio from what I've seen. Yeah, I know. He's a fucking... This is one of those ones that you get around. This is absolutely one of those ones that you get around. So this is why I keep saying the Apex is sort of like college UFC. It's kind of like B-League UFC. VFL, we call it here in Australia. That's what the Apex is. It's where you come and see the prospects, the UFC stars of tomorrow. No Chill MMA is one of them. Comments or commentators? Commentators. Joe Rogan. You know? DC. What if you put Joe Rogan and DC together? Well, then they're worse. That's what we're going to do. Fuck it. Right, this is what I'm talking about. DC and Joe Rogan. Now, DC and Joe Rogan, on their own, DC's not that bad. Hang on. On his own, DC isn't that bad. But you put DC and Rogan together, and fucking DC just goes out the window. His professionalism just goes out the absolute... He's too much of a lad having a good time. Do I have a booger on me? I feel like I do. Hang on. He's too much of a lad hanging out with Joe Rogan. He gets distracted by Rogan. So, like, DC and Rogan together, they go down here. They go down here. Well, DC's still quite good. DC's still quite good on his own. But do you get what I'm saying? It's like that. But then, when you have Rogan on his own... Just Joe Rogan as a UFC commentator, he is, like, god-awful. Rogan's probably the worst one. He's a casual. He has the same exact talking points. To him, calf kicks are still new. This is the sort of thing that I'm talking about. He keeps... All Rogan is there for is the meme. Oh my goodness! Unbelievable! He's there for the big eyes. And they do get lots of good clicks online, so it kind of makes sense that that's what Rogan's there for. Which non-MMA athlete do you think can win in the UFC? Which non-MMA athlete do you think could win in the UFC? The hard part about that question is, Magomed, I'd have to watch other sports, and I don't. So I don't know, mate. I don't know. People forget, man. Jim Brown was one of the OG commentators, man. He was a savage. Do you miss Alexa Grasso's face? I didn't cancel them. They're still there, mate. They're still there. Chuck it, fuck it, stick it in a bucket. Okay, alright. Nacho knows. Cool. Chat's just having their own conversation. That's alright. I'll have my own conversation then. I'll go on with my own tier list. But, DC on his own. DC on his own, isolated. Oh, wait, where is a really fat DC? Let's get him fat. Super fat. Extra. There we go. That's the one we want. I love this image of DC. Anthony Joshua sparks Junior Taffa easily. I agree. Taffa's done. They're cooked. Both the Taffa brothers are cooked. They're on that... Tai Tuivasa training camp, which don't have one, which is Taco Bell and going out to the club the night before the fight. They don't give a fuck. The Taffa brothers and fucking Tai Tuivasa are proof that UFC fighters get paid too much because they don't need to take their career seriously. They just need to rock up. Bisping is an S-tier commentator. Oh my word! Back when I was the champ. Can you not say that fucking word, buddy? I don't know. I don't understand what it is. What is it? What did he say it was? Enunciate, not enunciation. What's that word for when you say three things that have the same starting letter? Big words. I can't. Alliteration. That's it. There's this fight going on, right? And Bisping does this alliteration. I don't know. I don't remember what it is. And then the commentator goes... nice alliteration. And Bisping goes, what is that? What is that word? So fucking good. Oh, God. The Tuffer Brothers, yep. Can't wait to see Gabriel Stevenson in the Gabriel Stevenson! What a savage! Daniel Cormier is breaking chairs made for the fucking heavyweight. Dude, Daniel Cormier literally had to take a break from eating because there was a knockout. What's up, Paradox the chat? How are you, dude? What's good, man? What's good, brother? Make videos, Paradox. Don't you give up on us, Paradox. More videos from you, mate. Bisping. Not to talk about... I'm gonna talk about my career real quick. But when I was a champ. Now, obviously, that's a lot harder to do. He's punching things. We're putting Daniel Cormier up at A tier. Daniel Cormier on his own, he's a fucking A tier commentator. Absolutely A tier commentator. But You mix him with anyone. Like, when you put Daniel Cormier with Michael Bisping, holy fuck. When you put DC with Michael Bisping, that is as bad as it gets. That is... we'll get to Dominic. Don't fucking worry about Dominic Cruz, mate. Actually, nothing is worse than fat DC and Bisping. You know, a fat DC is a bike? Did you know that? I didn't know that. A fat DC is a bike. I had no idea. Where would you put him? Bro, DC is not B tier. I put him in A tier. What are you talking about, dude? Dominic Cruz, no, he's always biased and heavily favors the wrestler. He does heavily favor the wrestler, but I feel like he's pulled back on that a little bit. Don't you reckon? I feel like he used to have a lot of that, but he's pulled back on it a little bit. Bisping gets into fucking fights with everyone. Absolutely everyone. He has to have the last word no matter what. And Bisping does not give a fuck what is happening in the cage. He will be talking about himself. He will be like me when the chat is being just moronic. He just ignores the fight. Just ignores them. And then when you pair Bisping and DC, he brings DC down a whole level. That's the pair right there. He brings him down a whole level. DC, you gotta shoot a takedown just to mix things up. You gotta. This list is legit shit if DC is A tier. Boo, feet, boo. Bro, DC is great, mate. What are you talking about? DC is wait, where did my DC go? You go there in A tier, DC. DC's great. DC, well, actually, we'll put him B tier because Paul Felder is the best. We'll get up to that. Do a poll on DC being a tip. We'll do a poll on DC. Although Paradox the chat is here, so this could be wrong. There. We'll do a poll. Now, let us get the fucking best one out here. Paul Felder is the best commentator in the UFC. Hands down, bar none, Paul Felder is the best. Oh, come on already! You've got to be kidding me. Paul Felder is absolutely the best. Holy fuck is Paul Felder good. Professional, knows what he's talking about, humble, doesn't always talk about his career. Paul Felder is the fucking man, mate. Paul Felder is the man. Alexa Grasso's foot job poll. What are the options though, Yog? What are the options though? Bring back Mike Goldberg and make the UFC great again. Couldn't agree more, two smelly fingers. Couldn't agree more. Or semblance if you do it with the letter S. I don't know what you're saying, Paradox. Bisping said, stop saying such silly sentences. That's what... Yes! Yes, Paradox. That's what it was. That's what it was. Stop. Oh my god. I don't remember. There was a fight I was watching recently. And that fucking happened. And I was like, Bisping, shut the fuck up and watch the fight, man. Oh, that was so good. Oh, man. He's one of the worst commentators I've ever heard. What, DC? No, he's not, dude. Come on. Which is technically a semblance. Why do we have two? Because when you put him with people, he gets worse. So Bisping on his own, horrible. This is Bisping out on his own. But when Bisping's with DC, he brings DC down a level. So it's like when you pair them, you change the dynamics, mate. This is a real in-depth tier list, boys. Real in-depth. Just like John Jones and Dana White's are. People forget, man. DC cried after losing to Jones Bone Jones, man. His tears were... His tears were a marauder. Jimmy Smith at the very bottom of the commentary list. We'll get there. We'll get there. Bus Rutten is S tier. Bus Rutten is absolutely S tier. Bus Rutten is absolutely S tier. Go back, watch Pride fights, turn off the visuals, just listen to Bus Rutten talk. Oh my god. Bas Rutten. We need to have him from the DVD. Bas Rutten DVD. Where's the Bas Rutten DVD? Yes. Kick him in the liver. Wait, have I caught up on everyone? Hang on. Oh, what's up, Tai Bets? Didn't AJ's and Pick'em do this till it? Probably. I haven't seen it, but probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Laura Sanko is the hottest commentator? No, DC. Sanko is super hot and also a great commentator. She's definitely she's legit one of the best commentators we have. Now, where is Bas Rutten? Kick him in the liver. This man tried to kill you. It's time to return the favor. Bas Rutten. Absolute fucking S tier. Absolute S tier. If you have not seen, if you are new to MMA, go to YouTube and watch Bas Rutten teach you self-defense. Your favorite magician, All J's MMA. What's up, dude? How are you? It is the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life. Bas Rutten teaching you self-defense. Fuck me. It's the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life. I waited weeks with bated breath for John Anik's ad reads. Right at the start of a fight, in that first 15 seconds, John Anik reading, and also, his son will be taken away from him this weekend. Joe Rogan is the shortest commentator. True. All right, where did we end up with DC? It's a split. It's a split. Well, then I get to decide. He goes there. He's between A and B tier. All right? It is what it is. My poll! Hey, what's up, Weston? How are you, dude? Yog, what are the options that you want on your poll? What are they? Explain it to me, Yog. What do you want me to do here? I don't know what's going on. Weston, how are you, brother? I hope you're having a good afternoon, a good day. Hope you're staying safe out there, man. Are you doing any cold-ass river plunges over the winter, mate? What do we feel about Cruz? Favors the wrestler. Hates the referees, which honestly, I find to be very, very funny. Knows how to handle Bisping. Cruz is worse than DC. Really, you don't like Cruz that much? God damn. Bas Rutten, hit them in the liver. Body shot, kadong. I believe he wants a Grasso foot job A, B, no, and C, maybe. I think it would just be a wash, wouldn't it? It would just be a wash. We all know which one it would land on, so there's no point to even have that poll. Cruz is great. Yeah, dude, I agree, Cage. I'm fresh as a daisy out of the shower, mate, despite sleeping 4 hours out of the last 72. God damn, bro. Well, no wonder you had a cold shower to wake you up, but hopefully you get some sleep tonight, mate. Take some melatonin and valerian. Don't have any weed. It's bad for your REM sleep. Give Yog what he wants. He's a phenom. No, Yog's already gotten what he wants. Yog has already gotten what he wants. Yog has got foot emojis. That's enough. Yog will have to fight for another year to get a foot job poll. You think I could just give it all up straight away? No, mate. No. I don't hate Dominic Cruz. I'm not going to lie. I don't hate Dominic Cruz at all. I'm going to put him in a solid B tier. Dominic Cruz is fine, mate. Favors the wrestlers. Gets a little bit annoyed with the referees, which I think is great. He knows his shit. He absolutely knows his shit. And if you have daddy issues, can we rank the ring girls next? We'll get to that one eventually, for sure, man. There's 1,001 tier list that we can do, Eric the Flat. I like Bisping more than DC, Felder, and Cruz. Yeah, but Nacho, that's because you're a degenerate. And Bisping's a degenerate. You know? He's just... Listen, if Bisping just became an MMA YouTuber and didn't have to worry about being corporate, he could be the fucking GOAT. He could be the next Chael Sonnen. But him trying to do his job professionally, it just doesn't... It doesn't mix. You know what I mean? They just don't mix. It's like oil and water. Like Bisping and professionalism are like oil and water. Valerian A, I'll look into that. Thanks, mate. You're a good cunt. You're a good cunt. Thanks for always popping in. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. Look at that beautiful pink and blue badge. Looking good, Weston. Yeah, man. Check it out. Valerian. It's good for the deep sleep melatonin phases. How have I not done John Anik yet, right? Like the guy who is the voice of the UFC now. Even though I don't need this anymore. I don't need this and I don't need the fans. The fans criticized me once. I'm out of here. Where are you, John Anik? You beautiful, beautiful man. Save the link? No. Save the photo? Yes. Oh, what have I done? Whoops. Why would Cruz favor wrestlers when he's a striker? I think you're hallucinating. Dude, I am not wrong here. Cruz always seems to favor the wrestlers. I don't know why. I think he has a little bit of wrestling background, like early in the days. Like back when Nacho was 30 years old. Like years ago. Like in the 90s, Cruz had a bit of wrestling. But he does seem to always favor the wrestlers. We've done you, Cruz. So, fuck off. We're doing Anik. We're doing Anik. It's hard to say Anik's a bad commentator because he doesn't really commentate the fights that much. You know what I mean? Like, he is there for a little bit of color. He's there to keep the show on track. He's there to keep it running. But maybe this is a bit of a hot take. You know? Maybe what I'm about to say might shock you guys. But between John Anik and Brendan Fitzgerald, I prefer Brendan Fitzgerald. I'm not going to lie. Let me get a photo of old Brezza. Come here, Brezza. Where are ya? There we go. Look at that smile. Yeah. Yeah. I prefer Brendan Fitzgerald. I don't know why. There's just something about the presenting style. I know, listen, this is very, like, different flavors. This is, like, obviously you go with whatever style you want. But, yeah, to me, there's something about Fitzgerald that, like, he comes off as, like, the perfect amount of, I don't know UFC enough. I don't know MMA enough, when obviously he does know MMA very well. He watches a lot of it. But he comes off as, like, very, I'll let DC and I'll let Dominic Cruz and I'll let Bisping cover the MMA stuff and I'll keep the show on the road. You know what I mean? He comes off very, like, in that vein. Why would Cruz favor the wrestlers? Very true. When Bisping went drunk to the GSP press conference, I never thought he would work out ending for... buddy. When Bisping went drunk to the GSP press conference, I never would have thought that he would end up working for the company. Yeah, I know. That's the like, if he had done MMA YouTube, he could have been one of the best. One of the best of the game. Instead, he wants to keep it corporate. And with what we've seen from, like, Chael Sonnen and the Guru and maybe even, who's that British guy that covers boxing that likes to get shat on? True Geordie. Might have made more money as well. Might have made more money being on MMA YouTube. Anik is good, does his job perfectly. A tier. He does do a good job. He does. Dan Hardy is S tier. I loved Dan Hardy. I love Dan Hardy. Dan Hardy is dead. No, he's not. Doesn't post on YouTube anymore. Dan Hardy's not dead. Dan Hardy stole my girlfriend. Mike Goldberg carried the UFC. I don't give a fuck what hardcores think they can go suck an egg. No, he did. He did. Dan Hardy's fine. This is going to annoy some people. Look, I'm going to put Anik in A tier because Anik is obviously A tier. Obviously. But I'm going to put Brezza in front of him. No, Dan Hardy was a fucking great I miss Dan Hardy. I legit do. He was a fucking great commentator. And he should have told them to get fucked over that stoppage. Wasn't it the Fight Island, Herb Dean, late stoppage. I don't remember who was in the fight. Who was in the fight? Don't look at the chat, Doug. Think. Who was in the fight? Fight Island, late stoppage. And then they had words during the ad break. Herb was over the side of the cage fucking talking to Dan Hardy. Dan Hardy was telling him to go fuck himself. Can't remember. Nacho, what was the fight? Bisping has a YouTube. Yeah, I know, but he's got to keep it corporate. You know what I mean? There's YouTubers like obviously the MMA guru who just fucking say whatever he wants to say. But then there's YouTubers like Chael, DC, and Bisping. And their job is to act like they're free thinkers, but they're just giving you the propaganda run. Trinaldo and Herbert, that's the one. Was it Trinaldo and Herbert? Was it? Trinaldo and Herbert, Dan Hardy confrontation. It was. The Herb Dean stoppage for Andrisco. Trinaldo calling it a terrible stoppage. Yep. Leaves the UFC world in shock. It was a fucking terrible stoppage, mate. It was a terrible stoppage. Dan Hardy gives Herb Dean a telling off. That was so good. Oh, fuck. That was so good. Dougie, forget, man. Yeah, I did. I do forget, yeah. Dude, I don't know how people like... You know those guys that you work with sometimes? And they like remember every single player of a team ever. I don't know how they do that. I think there's like male sports autism syndrome where there's like a guy that just remembers everything. I got this mate. He's a chippy. He's a carpenter. Quietest guy in the room. Big. He does boxing actually. Big dude. Quietest guy in the room. Very hard to talk to. Even with a beer in his hand, he just sort of nods along and he's part of the conversation, whatever. You get him talking about footy, he fucking remembers everything. We've like done drinking games with him. He has called the winner and the runner-up of like every grand final since the 50s or the 70s. I don't remember. I was drunk as well. But the dude just went off. Sports male autism is a thing. 100% it's a thing. And I don't have it. But some guys do have it. I feel like Nacho's got a little bit of it with MMA because we'll be making tier lists like this. And Nacho is Joe Rogan in the chat. He'll be like, remember Hakazimo Marizaki when he commented for Ryzen for like 2 minutes? And everyone will be like, no, Nacho, no one fucking remembers that. And Nacho will be like, you're a fucking bunch of casuals. Alex Pereira is a top 5 GOAT. Jai Herbert got slumped. Yeah, man. Yeah. Dana tried to say he got fired for abusing UFC stuff. I remember, but we all knew that wasn't it. We all knew that wasn't it. Would you rather sit on a dick and eat cake or sit on a cake and eat dick? Chop off the dick and eat the cake. Gotcha. Moving on with our tier list. Has to be the first two. All be gassed by the third. Hello. I thought Nacho was Mighty Mouse. Am I misremembering? I thought Nacho was... Yeah, Nacho is Mighty Mouse. Yeah, it's his alter ego. Yeah. Don't ignore my comment. Your boy is running from Too Smelly. I didn't ignore your comment. Oh, Too Smelly will KO your boxer mate in under 2 rounds with 8-ounce gloves on. Book it. He won't. That guy is fucking huge. Huge. Where is my... Huge. Although, maybe Too Smelly Fingers. Because Too Smelly Fingers believes that you can't get old. You just get better. It's all a state of mind, man. It's all a state of mind. Laura Senko. Why are we disrespecting the GOAT? Why are we disrespecting Laura Senko? I don't want those, bro. You don't want these hands, man. Laura's really good, dude. Laura's really fucking good. She works hard. She does good shit. She does good. She does good work. We love Laura Sanko. She's 100% one of the boys. I think that's why we gave Jamie the Laura Sanko award, yeah? Because she's one of the boys. She's A tier for sure, mate. There you go, Loza. Up there. Low A tier? We'll go low A tier. We'll go low A tier. She's very good, mate. Especially when someone gets kicked in the nuts. That's quality Sanko times right there. When someone gets kicked in the nuts, and Bisping goes, well, Laura. And she has to sit there and shut up. Oh, shucks, there are many years of training I'm going to be able to master the Kamehameha wave. I'm still trying to do it to this day. Sanko was low C tier. No, Cage. That is because after we saw your weighing in photo, we know that you don't have what it takes to keep a woman like Sanko happy. So you're trying to get misogynistic on her. That incel red pill rage. No. Sanko is A tier, mate. She's awesome, but Cage just told me she's getting ugly, so I don't like her as much anymore. Alright, what was it? Minty Betts stepped in once on the Contender Series. There was a fight going on the Contender Series. One of the commentators got sick. No! Doug. She didn't. No. She didn't. She stepped in to announce the fights. Minty Betts stepped in to announce... Steps. I'm pretty sure she stepped in to announce the fights. Joe Martinez got sick, and Minty had to step in to announce the fight. So I don't think that makes her a commentator. No, she's never done commentary on the mic. Did I get Dan Hardy? No, I forgot Dan Hardy. Let's get Dan Hardy up there. Oh, and Mike Goldberg. Let's do this properly. Let's get Dan Hardy up there. Can we get a photo of Dan Hardy yelling at Herb Dean? We can. The internet prevails once again. I'm a shower, not a grower. Mate, you are neither. You're a bloody toothpick, mate. You're a bloody toothpick, son. Yeah, Dan Hardy, fucking S tier. Former fighter, S tier. Really, really good shit. We miss Dan Hardy. We love Dan Hardy. We miss Dan Hardy. And, of course, Mike Goldberg. But he's a power puncher, Joe. Some say better than Anderson Silva. No, not at all. Joe, would you say he's the greatest of all time? No, not even close. Oh, bro. What good times. Classic voice, though. Fucking iconic voice for the role. Iconic voice for the role. A tier. A tier. The memes. Imagine Mike Goldberg in 2025 with MMA YouTube. Imagine the fucking memes, boys. Oh my god. Would have been so good. Mike Goldberg, you're going in there next to Laura Sanko. Yeah, nice. And that was it. Let me read your chats. What's up, Aaron? How are you? What's up, Giuliano Rente? What's good, man? How you doing, brother? I think Minty stole Tracy Cortez's eyelashes. She seems like the kind of woman that would use secondhand eyelashes. Bruh, Laura Sanko is the original jiu-jitsu tutorial in a skin-tight suit, yoga pant, UFC. Giuliano Rente trying to show to his mum and dad that they weren't posters on the wall of women. Mum and Dad, I'm just really into surfing all of a sudden. I'm really into girls doing jujitsu. The form. What's up, Giuliano? How are you, man? What's up, Aaron? How are you, brother? Kenny Florian used to be good before they canned him. Yeah, Kenny was good. Cage is a pig in a blanket, and then there's a little toothpick. That is perfect description of Cage. Perfect description. Yeah. We want a grasso foot job, Paul. Well, hang around for another year, Yog. Now you see what I've done there is I've created the loop between the creator and the audience, where you've created a meme and I've given you positive feedback with the emoji, and now I'm carrot and sticking you into watching another year. But if you're not here on every single stream, the meme will kind of die off. Did you see what happened before between me and Magomed? It kind of fell off a bit because Magomed's not around as much anymore. But, you know, you stay up on it, it'll stay up on you, Yog. And that's YouTube, baby. That's our YouTube. At least Too Smelly is supportive in the mindset of this bullying session. That's true. No, Too Smelly will back you no matter what, mate. You know, it might be a toothpick, but it doesn't matter what size it is when you know how to... You know what I'm saying, Cage? There's ways. There's ways. Shit, Aaron Tats, pray for No Chill. He said you want to box me there in that silly game. Apparently No Chill's sick, so prayers for No Chill no matter what. Dougie Bean watching too much Chael. What do you mean, Kenny? In what sense? What have I done that's been Chael-esque? Happy birthday, Aaron Tats, in like an hour and a half. Happy birthday to Aaron Tats in like an hour and a half. Do we do a foot drop poll for Aaron's birthday? No. No, we don't. Or do you mean Magomed Magnodev? Or do you mean Magomed? No, dude, your favorite magician. There was literally this bloke that used to come into chat every single stream. Your favorite magician. I'm not kidding, mate. Every single stream, he was here. And he would pretend to be Magomed Ankalaev. In fact, he was here in this stream at the start. But before, the meme went way harder because he fucking committed to it, which is what Yog does, which I really, really appreciate. And it even got to the point where I was considering, and I'm half Serbian, so I always go super hard into the Serbian fighters. And I was considering wearing a Magomed Ankalaev t-shirt and backing Magomed Ankalaev in the Rakic fight. But about 3 weeks before the Rakic fight happened, he just up and disappeared. And it sort of just killed the meme dead. It killed the fun dead, mate. It's not the size of the ship, it's the motion of the ocean. Exactly, mate. It's not the size of the tool. It's about everything that you have in your toolbox. As long as you know how to get the job done, you'll be right. You know? And I believe in Cage. Cage knows. Where there's a will, there's a way. Feet in the chat for Aaron Tats. Yeah, feet in the chat for Aaron Tats' birthday, mate. Feet emojis on tap. Keep No Chill in your thoughts, please. Dude, he's got a big fight that he's got to make it to on Sunday. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it if he's sick, but we're all praying for you. We're all praying for you in your fight against Rodriguez, No Chill. We're all praying for you, mate. You know? Stay positive, No Chill, and we'll stay positive for you. Yes, No Chill has HIV or something like that. Well, that's going to happen. You know, when you are fresh off the Contender Series, you cannot afford the good steroids. So you're going to be sharing needles with everyone else at the gym. You know, there's nothing like rolling around on a sweaty Dagestani training mat, sharing needles, trying to get that EPO going just off the Contender Series. And you're going to get HIV, but that's all part of the game. You know, do you want to be a UFC fucking champion or not? And that's the question you got to ask yourself. And that's the question No Chill asked himself. And the answer was, yes, I do. So we stuck that deep into his ass, and now he's got AIDS. It's not really a ship, it's more like a raft. Yeah, it's more like, you know, when you were kids and you would race leaves down a river? It's more like a leaf. But hey, it doesn't matter. Legendary Rename Chatter. Yeah, he was always here until Ank got into the fight camp. It was really convincing at that point. Then he never came back. That's true. The chatter formerly known as definitely not Dana White. Maybe he was Magomed Ankalaev, and then he became definitely not Dana White, and now we just speak of him as this legendary chatter that sort of renamed himself. Who knows, mate? Where is DJ Aiden? That is why this stream didn't pop off, your favorite magician. That makes sense. That makes sense. This one didn't bang because DJ Aiden the boss wasn't here. Built like Andy Ruiz. You know, I've never seen an Andy Ruiz video. Never. And if it wasn't for MMA Guru stream, I never would have thought about him. I don't know who he is. I think from what I can gather from MMA Guru stream, Andy Ruiz is someone who judges men's physiques. So he's in the same training camp as DDP and John Jones. What is this about a fight? And who is Rodriguez? Oh, No Chill MMA looks like the new kid, Austin Bashi, right there. That looks exactly like No Chill, right? Don't tell me that's not No Chill MMA. That is fucking no chill to a T, bro. Yeah. It's good. It's good stuff. AIDS is good for the weight cut. True. I remember I had AIDS once. I needed to get abs. Did a little... Right at the end of the stream as well. We didn't need that. Oh, are we back? What's going on? 1 second, chat. I'm here. Don't stress too much, chat. I'm right here. We're reconnecting. All good. 1 second, chat. Hang on. Oh, that's not good. Hang on a second, chat. 1 second. Something's going on here. Hang on. It's disconnected. We're trying to automatically reconnect to the Wi-Fi. Why has that happened? Fuck it. This stream is going completely off. We're going to name this stream the one that went off the rails. Chat, hang on a second. Hang on. There we go. That'll do. All right, fuck it. We'll put that there like that. Oh my god, this is going horribly. All right, we'll do that. There we go. Good as new. Oh, fuck. I hope none of my clients were on that. No. Okay, good. I don't know what you're doing, but fuck it. It's been an hour. All right, boys. I'm out of here. It's like it's... I know. There was a webcam inside a webcam. Craziness. All right, boys. I'm out of here. It's been an hour. That was a fun stream. It was a chilled stream. We had a good time with it. We can hear... you do look like a left-wing Nick Fuentes. How fucking dare you, Cajethan? The tunnel people, no chill. Way out, Dougie. I hope you're joining. What am I doing? Jogging? What am I doing? Real talk, no chill might have... He's in the hospital. Yeah, I hope... All right, I'm out of here. Feet's in the chat. I genuinely hope No Chill's okay. Sincerely, I hope he's okay. So thoughts and prayers to No Chill. If you are a member, which it looks like a lot of you are members, there's going to be a video dropping tomorrow, which is a Saturday. I don't usually drop videos on a Saturday, but it's pre-recorded and it's a video just for the members on request from Kenny, your bloody ripper, Kenny Rips. So that's his video. He requested it, so I made it for him. It goes for about 5 minutes. Your dad's a member, mate. Your dad wishes he had a member like my member. Fuckwit. You want to fucking go, Nacho? You want to fucking talk about my mum, mate? I'll fucking show you, cunt. Fuck it. I'm out of here, boys. Have a good one. Okay, stop yapping. Goodbye. Yeah, we're out of here. Have a good one. I'll see you all for the live stream on UFC Vegas 101. It'll be great. I watched like 3 of your fucking videos today, mate. I was on a great run. Those last 3 videos were great. I'm out of here, boys. Have a good one. See you later. Have a good night. Nacho, don't drink too many 8% ciders. I'll see all of you on Saturday night for the Apex stream. Goodbye. Good evening. Your mum's on a great run. Fucking dog. See you guys. Your mum's on a great run.